Hello, and welcome to the channel. I'm Sophia, and today we are going to practice English together. This video is for beginners who want to speak English more naturally. We are going to practice daily small talk. The goal is simple. Listen to my sentence. Pause. Then repeat the sentence out loud. Try to copy my pronunciation, rhythm, and intonation. You do not need to speak perfectly. Just listen carefully and repeat. Let's begin. Morning small talk. Good morning. How are you today? I'm doing well, thank you. How about you? I'm good. Did you sleep well last night? Yes, I slept very well. I didn't sleep very well. I'm a little tired this morning. That's okay. I hope you have a good day. Thank you. I hope you have a good day too. What are you doing today? I'm going to work. I'm going to school. I'm staying at home today. That sounds nice. Do you have a busy day? Yes, I have a busy day today. Not really. I have a few things to do. What time do you usually start your day? I usually start my day at 7 o'clock. I get up, have breakfast, and get ready for the day. What about you? I usually get up early too. Talking about the weather, it's a beautiful morning. Yes, the weather is really nice today. Is it cold outside? No, it's quite warm. It looks a little cloudy. Yes, I think it might rain later. Do you like rainy days? Yes, I do. I like staying at home when it rains. I prefer sunny days. Sunny days make me feel happy. That's nice. What's the weather like where you live? It's usually warm here. Sometimes it's very cold. Sometimes it rains a lot. Everyday questions. What do you usually do in the morning? I usually have breakfast and drink coffee. Do you drink coffee every day? Yes, I usually drink 1 cup in the morning. What do you usually have for breakfast? I usually have eggs, bread, and some fruit. That sounds good. What is your favorite breakfast? My favorite breakfast is eggs and toast. What about lunch? I usually have lunch around 1 o'clock. Do you eat at home or outside? I usually eat at home. Sometimes I eat with my coworkers. That sounds nice. What do you usually do after work? I usually go home and relax. Sometimes I meet my friends. Sometimes I watch a movie. That sounds like a good evening. Now it's your turn. Listen to each sentence again. Repeat after me. How are you today? Pause. I'm doing well. Thank you. Pause. What are you doing today? Pause. I'm going to work. Pause. Do you have a busy day? Pause. Yes, I have a busy day today. Pause. What do you usually do in the morning? Pause. I usually have breakfast and drink coffee. Pause. Great. Don't worry if you make mistakes. Keep listening, keep repeating, and keep speaking. We will continue with more natural daily. I usually spend my evenings at home. After work, I like to take some time to relax. Sometimes I make a cup of tea and sit on the sofa. I listen to music and think about my day. Sometimes I watch a short movie. Other days, I read a book. It depends on how I feel. If I am tired, I usually stay at home. If I have more energy, I like going outside. I sometimes meet my friends after work. We usually go to a small cafe. We sit together and talk about our day. One of my friends often asks me, "How was your day?" I usually say, "It was good, but I was a little busy." Then I ask, "How about you?" She tells me about her day. Sometimes her day is busy too. Sometimes she has an easy day. We talk about our work, our families, and our plans. We also talk about things we want to do in the future. I like these simple conversations. They help me relax. They also give me a chance to practice English. When you learn English, you do not always need difficult topics. Simple conversations are very useful. You can talk about your day. You can talk about the weather. You can talk about your family. You can talk about your hobbies. You can talk about your plans. For example, you can ask someone, "What do you usually do after work?" They might say, "I usually go home and have dinner." You can continue the conversation by asking, "What do you usually have for dinner?" They might answer, "I usually have rice and chicken." Then you can say, "That sounds good." This is called small talk. Small talk is simple conversation about everyday things. You can use small talk almost anywhere. You can use it with friends. You can use it with coworkers. You can use it when you meet someone new. You can even use it with your neighbors. For example, you meet your neighbor in the morning. You can say, "Good morning. How are you?" Your neighbor might say, "I'm good, thank you. How are you?" You can answer, "I'm doing well." Then you can talk about the weather. "It's a beautiful day today." "Yes, it is." "It's much warmer than yesterday." "Yes, I really like this weather." That is a simple conversation, but it is real English. And these small conversations can help you become more confident. Now, let's practice some of these sentences again. Listen carefully and repeat. How was your day? I had a busy day. What did you do today? I went to work. What do you usually do after work? I usually go home and relax. Do you have any plans for tonight? Yes, I'm going to meet a friend. Would you like to have coffee? Yes, I'd love to. What time should we meet? How about 6 o'clock? That sounds good. See you later. See you. These sentences are short, they are simple, and they are very useful in everyday English. Try to use them in your own conversations. You can change one or two words. For example, instead of saying, "I'm going to meet a friend," you can say, "I'm going to meet my family." Instead of saying, "I'm going to have coffee," you can say, "I'm going to have dinner." You can make many different sentences with the same basic structure. This is a great way to improve your speaking. You do not need to memorize hundreds of sentences. Learn useful sentence patterns, then use them again and again. For example, I usually, I sometimes, I like, I don't like. I'm going to, I want to, I would like to. These simple patterns can help you talk about many different things. You can say, I usually get up early. I usually drink coffee. I sometimes go for a walk. I like watching movies. I don't like waking up late. I'm going to work. I want to improve my English. I would like to speak English fluently. Now try to say some of these sentences by yourself. Speak slowly. Take your time. You do not need to speak quickly. Clear English is more important than fast English. And remember, the goal is not to speak perfectly. The goal is to communicate. Keep practicing. Keep listening. and keep speaking. Now let's continue with some more everyday English. When you have a conversation with someone, you can keep it simple. You do not need to think about complicated sentences. You can start with a simple question. What did you do today? I went to work. Was it a busy day? Yes, it was quite busy. What did you do after work? I went home and had dinner. That sounds nice. Sometimes the other person may ask you the same question. You can answer with a little more information. For example, what did you do today? I went to work, answered some emails, and had lunch with my coworkers. What did you do after work? I went for a walk because the weather was nice. These answers are still simple, but they give the other person something to talk about. You can also ask questions about people's interests. What do you like to do in your free time? I like watching movies. What kind of movies do you like? I like comedy movies. Do you watch movies often? Yes, I usually watch a movie on weekends. Now the conversation can continue naturally. You can ask another question. Who is your favorite actor? What is your favorite movie? Do you usually watch movies alone? These are easy questions, but they are useful questions. You can use the same idea when talking about hobbies. What do you do in your free time? I like listening to music. What kind of music do you like? I like pop music. Do you listen to music every day? Yes, I usually listen to music in the evening. You can also talk about food. What is your favorite food? My favorite food is pasta. Do you cook at home? Yes, I cook sometimes. What do you usually cook? I usually cook pasta, rice, and chicken. Food is an easy topic for small talk. You can talk about restaurants. You can talk about coffee. You can talk about breakfast. You can talk about dinner. You can talk about what you ate today. For example, what do you have for breakfast? I had eggs and toast. Did you have coffee? Yes, I had a cup of coffee. That is a simple conversation. Now let's practice talking about your home. Where do you live? I live in a small apartment. Do you like your apartment? Yes, I really like it. What is your favorite room? My favorite room is the living room. Why do you like it? Because it is comfortable and bright. You can also talk about your neighborhood. Do you like your neighborhood? Yes, it is quiet. Are there any shops near your home? Yes, there is a supermarket near my apartment. Is there a park nearby? Yes, there is a small park near my home. These questions are useful when you meet someone new. You can ask where they live. You can ask what they like. You can ask what they usually do. And you can ask about their plans. Now let's practice talking about plans. What are you doing tomorrow? I'm going to work. What are you doing after work? I'm going to meet a friend. What about the weekend? I'm going to visit my family. That sounds nice. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. The expression, I'm looking forward to it, is useful when you are excited about something in the future. For example, I'm going on vacation next week. I'm looking forward to it. I'm meeting my friends tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. Now, let's practice some short responses. Really? Yes, really. Oh, nice. That sounds good. That sounds great. I understand. I see. Me too. Of course. Not really. Maybe. I'm not sure. These expressions can help you respond naturally. You do not always need a long answer. Sometimes one short sentence is enough. For example, do you like coffee? Yes, I do. Do you like tea? Not really. Are you busy today? Yes, a little. Are you tired? Not really. Do you want to go outside? Maybe later. This is how everyday English works. Short questions, short answers, and simple follow-up questions. Now try to build your own conversation. Start with, "Hi, how are you?" Then ask, "What are you doing today?" Next, "What do you usually do after work?" Then, "What do you like doing in your free time?" And finally, "What are your plans for the weekend?" Answer each question in your own words. Do not worry about making your answers perfect. Use the English you already know. If you need more time, speak slowly. Take a breath, think, and continue. The more you practice this way, the easier it becomes to speak without translating every sentence in your head. Keep repeating, keep listening, and keep building your English one sentence at a time. Let's continue with more useful daily conversations. When you meet someone for the first time, you can start with a simple introduction. "Hi, my name is Sophia. Nice to meet you." "Nice to meet you too." "Where are you from?" "I'm from Azerbaijan." "Do you live here?" "Yes, I do." "How long have you lived here?" "I've lived here for a few years." "What do you do?" "I work in an office." "Oh, that sounds interesting." "What do you do?" "I'm a teacher." This type of conversation is very common. You can use it when you meet a new person. You can also ask about someone's family. "Do you have any brothers or sisters?" "Yes, I have one brother." "Do you have a big family?" "No, my family is quite small." "Who do you live with?" "I live with my family." "Do you see your family often?" "Yes, I see them every day." Family is another easy topic for small talk. You can talk about your parents. You can talk about your brothers and sisters. You can talk about your children. You can talk about where you live. You can also talk about your weekend. "What did you do last weekend?" "I stayed at home." "Did you do anything interesting?" "Yes, I watched a movie." "What movie did you watch?" "I watched a comedy." "Did you like it?" "Yes, I really liked it." You can continue the conversation by asking another simple question. This is an important speaking skill. Listen to what the other person says, then ask a question about it. For example, someone says, "I went to the beach yesterday." You can say, "Really?" Then ask, "Did you have a good time?" They might say, "Yes, it was great." You can ask, "Who did you go with?" They might say, "I went with my friends." You can say, "That sounds fun." The conversation continues naturally. You do not need to prepare every sentence before speaking. Just listen. Think about the answer and ask a simple question. Now let's practice some useful questions. What do you do? Where do you live? Where are you from? What do you like to do? What do you usually do on weekends? Do you have any hobbies? What kind of music do you like? What is your favorite food? Do you like traveling? Where would you like to go? These questions can help you start many conversations. Now let's practice some answers. I work from Monday to Friday. I live in a small apartment. I'm from a small city. I like listening to music. I usually stay home on weekends. My hobby is reading. I like pop music. My favorite food is pasta. Yes, I really like traveling. I would like to visit Italy. Try to change these answers and make them about yourself. For example, I like listening to music. You can change it to I like watching movies, or I like playing football, or I like reading books. The sentence pattern stays the same, only the information changes. This is a simple and effective way to practice speaking. Now let's talk about your daily routine. What time do you usually wake up? I usually wake up at 7. What do you do after you wake up? I wash my face and have breakfast. What time do you go to work? I go to work at 8. How do you get to work? I usually take the bus. What time do you finish work? I finish work at 5. What do you do after work? I usually go home. What do you do in the evening? I have dinner and relax. These questions are very useful. You can use them to talk about your everyday life. Now try to answer them without looking at the examples. What time do you wake up? What do you usually eat for breakfast? How do you go to work or school? What do you do during the day? What do you do after work or school? What do you usually do in the evening? What do you do on weekends? Take your time. Speak slowly. Use simple sentences. You are not trying to give a perfect answer. You are practicing communication. If you make a mistake, continue speaking. Do not stop every time you forget a word. Use another simple word if you can. For example, if you forget the word restaurant, you can say a place where I eat. The most important thing is to keep communicating. This is how you become more comfortable with English. Keep listening, keep repeating, and keep speaking. Now let's do our final speaking practice. Listen to each sentence carefully, then repeat it out loud. Try to speak clearly and naturally. How are you today? I'm doing well, thank you. What are you doing today? I'm going to work. What do you usually do after work? I usually go home and relax. What do you like to do in your free time? I like watching movies and listening to music. Do you often meet your friends? Yes, I usually meet my friends on weekends. What do you usually do together? We usually have coffee and talk. What are your plans for this weekend? I'm going to spend time with my family. That sounds nice. Thank you. Now let's make the conversation a little longer. Hi, how are you? I'm good, thank you. How was your day? It was good, but I was a little busy. What did you do today? I went to work and finished some important tasks. Did you have lunch? Yes, I had lunch with my coworkers. What did you have? I had a sandwich and some fruit. That sounds good. What are you doing this evening? I'm going home to relax. Are you going to watch a movie? Maybe. I might watch a movie later. That sounds like a good evening. Now it is your turn. Try to answer these questions without reading the answers. Where do you live? What do you usually do in the morning? What do you do after work or school? What is your favorite food? What do you like doing in your free time? Who do you usually spend time with? How often do you see your friends? What do you usually talk about with your friends? What are you doing tomorrow? What are your plans for the weekend? Take your time. There is no need to answer quickly. Speak slowly. Use simple English. If you make a mistake, do not stop. Try again. For example, if you say, I go yesterday, you can correct yourself. I went yesterday. That is completely normal. You are learning, you are practicing, and every time you speak, you become more familiar with English. Now let's practice some useful expressions. One more time. How are you doing? I'm doing well. How was your day? It was good. What are you doing? I'm working. What do you usually do? I usually stay at home. What do you like doing? I like listening to music. Would you like to come with me? Yes, I'd love to. Are you free tomorrow? Yes, I am. Do you have any plans? Not yet. See you later. See you. These expressions are simple, but they are useful in real conversations. You can practice them every day. You can practice while you are walking. You can practice at home. You can practice in your car. You can even practice quietly in your head. The important thing is to use English regularly. Do not wait until your English is perfect. Start with the words and sentences you already know. Then slowly add new ones. One sentence today, another sentence tomorrow. After some time, these sentences will become easier to use, and speaking will feel more natural. So, keep listening, keep repeating, keep speaking, and keep practicing your English every day. Thank you for practicing with me. See you in the next lesson.